Wonderful. Go ahead.
Jyoti, any questions?
Yes, I have a concern for my parents' health. So if you could just read for that, yeah?
Sure. Jyoti, there's nothing serious in their health. It's often on maybe like, age-related possible issues, but otherwise nothing to worry about as such. It's pretty good. And as long as they keep maybe like, hydrating themselves and take the medicines or whatever if required on time, then it's absolutely okay. Nothing to worry about.
Great. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Can I talk for me also, please?
For you, Anu?
Yeah.
Who said Shaina?
I think
Okay.
Shaina said you can read for me also after that. Yeah. I would
Sure,
love
sure.
And my question is same, parents' health, and actually everybody in my family is having fever and headache. So no cough and cold, only fever and headache. And with fever, people are feeling weak also. So only one brother is fine. Rest everyone is having fever in my family. And elderly people, my uncle, my daddy, my mom, they are also feeling weakness. So
Shaina, there's no problem at all.
Sorry?
There's no problem. Everyone will come out of it very soon.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No health issues. Yeah, just maybe you could do something to raise the vibrations. Maybe put some meditative music or some frequencies, or if you have bowls, play the sound bowls. Nothing else to be done. I'm only do some spiritual work and raise your vibrations, and that's all that's required. Nothing else.
Okay, thank you.
Sana wants the reading to be done for her finances.
Okay.
Anu, you can start recording, or it's done already?
Yeah. Started recording.
Finances are a bit blocked right now, and intuitively you know what is to be done. You know that if you just ask for help from the right people, things are going to move in the right direction. So please do that, and things will work out, and it's going to get better soon. But the thing is, you'll need to ask for help. You'll need to maybe consult somebody, and things will be okay.
Wonderful. Vinay from Idle Pardo, read.
Yes.
Anything. I don't know what to ask you.
Anu, for you, I'm getting lots of money coming in. And spirituality, you're going to really move towards spirituality. It's going to be really good. And whatever issues were there with the family, thoda upar niche, are going to be sorted out. But the thing is, you need to reach out to them. Only then that's going to happen. You are the one already holding the family together, but you need to do something more by reaching out to them, maybe spiritually. So that's what the thing is, that your connect is there, but you need that spiritual connect. So use spirituality to reach out, and it's showing then a very flourishing time for you with the family.
Okay. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay. Let's go to Sarita. Sarita, at last. So much of patience was required before you reach here. I'm sure your program is going to be brilliant. Just go ahead and weave your
Thank you.
I know you are, from the little glimpse that I got yesterday, you kept us on our toes for that 5 or 10 minutes, and it was so the taster was very, very good, and I'm sure
Yeah.
the whole movie is going to be even better. So over to you
Super.
for as long as you want. It isn't 30 minutes, for as long as you want, and people can enjoy
Sure.
it. And that's where it is. Thank you for accepting my invite.
Super. Thank you so much, Anu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So, hello everyone. This is Sarita Ketan Dagha. I'm internationally licensed Heal Your Life workshop leader and a coach. And I have done multiple modalities, but Heal Your Life is one of the modality which I am very much close to. So you can heal your life. If you have heard of any time about the Louise Hay, her book called You Can Heal Your Life. She has come out of lots of challenges what she had in her life, using some techniques and uh, you know scheduling of her life and her techniques which she had designed for herself, and she came out of the challenging illness of cancer with ease. And that's what she's been sharing with people. And she wanted that there's one thing which people have a challenge in and they are not growing in their life is self-love. They are not loving themselves enough. That's the reason they are attracting lots of things in their life. And that's the reason I have chose to be a Heal Your Life workshop leader and a coach as well. So today what we are going to talk about is affirmations, and that's one of the main tool of Louise Hay and Heal Your Life as well. Heal Your Life is not about just healing your illness, healing every aspect of your life, whether it's a love or a relationship or finance or everything. So healing yourself in every areas, because you have some limiting beliefs in your thought processes, and that's the reason something do not manifest, and that's where you get stuck and you want to grow from over there.
Kusum, could you please mute yourself? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Anu.
Yeah.
So so before we start with what affirmations are, I'm sure lots of people know what affirmations are, but I would like you to take through a small processes and few techniques which you can apply in a different ways, and different techniques which you can apply in a daily way, in a simpler way. But before we do that, I would like you to just start with a clap. And the clap is, the rhythm will go as 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is just to release the whatever tension or whatever is happening, so that you become a little lighter and you become you are listening to me properly. So yeah, so on a mark, get set, go. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. It would be great if you all unmute yourself so that I can listen to the rhythm as well. And yeah, on your mark, get set, go. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Awesome. Take a deep breath and let go. Relax. Super. So I'm sure you had a smileful and restful sleep last night with that all few laughter techniques and some games which we, just small things which I tried to bring it in front of you. So going further with affirmations. So what are affirmations? So according to Google and according to what is been printed, if you type on or Wikipedia or something, it will come as a positive statement, which if you say becomes, you start manifesting or becomes a reality. But Louise says in a different way. She says, even a positive and a negative sentence which you say to yourselves is an affirmation. So if you're saying a positive sentence to yourself, it works for you, great. But if you're saying a negative sentence to yourself, it becomes a limiting belief and it is not helping you to grow. So affirmations are not that it is a positive statement. Affirmations are any statement which you are saying to yourself, whether it's a positive or whether it's a negative. So there is one a thing said by, sorry, I don't have a PPT, so it will be all in my notes. And you have to see me and listen to me only. I don't have a visual way of saying it. So there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. It's said by a great William Shakespeare, and there's nothing good and bad about anything, but how we think about a particular incident is what it makes us positive or negative. So affirmations are the thing what we say to ourselves. What we say to ourselves becomes our inner voice after a period of time. So that's what the basic affirmations are. Now, many a time the question arises that I do affirmations, I have written affirmations on the wall, I read affirmations, but affirmation doesn't work. Yes, affirmation doesn't work. You are correct. Now, why it doesn't work? So there are a few things behind that. First thing is, when you're saying affirmation, for example, let's take one affirmation called I'm beautiful. Okay. Now, thing is, you don't feel that you are beautiful. You feel it's a lie. You see, oh, my forehead is not very big, or my forehead is small, or my nose is crooked, or nose is pointed, or my ears are bigger, and my cheeks should be, high cheek, or my lips should be in a particular way. So that's the lie which you are living in. That's the reason affirmations don't work for you. Another thing which is there, which why it doesn't work because you feel it's impossible to look beautiful. It's impossible कि कैसे मैं अपने ये crooked नाक को ठीक करूं, other than if I go in for a surgery, how can I like this thing? So you don't feel that it's possible for you to look beautiful as you are, and that's the reason affirmations don't work. This is sarcasm, by the way. And uh, and the third thing which you feel the affirmations don't work is you're not very emotional about it. हाँ ठीक है, तो मतलब अपने आप को इतना self criticize कर लिया है कि you are not beautiful, your nose is like this, your eyes are like this, your eyebrows are not been trimmed, your forehead is small, your hair is thin. All the things come into because you feel all these things is the reality which you have created for yourself. Now, it doesn't work when you don't believe that you are beautiful. When does this come? How can you make that believe that you are beautiful? The first thing, when it starts working, affirmation starts working, when you start believing in your own self, yes, I am beautiful as I am. This is how it is. This is how the universe has made me. This is how my parents have, given birth to me, and this is how I am. So we are not accepting the divine way of our looks. And when the acceptance is not there, that's the reason the affirmations don't work. And because you're not acknowledging the fact that affirmations are real. You are beautiful in your own way. Even that crooked nose, even the ears, which are a little different from one right to the left, which I have though, it's beautiful in its own way. The lips, which are like, a thin lips, and you don't have a high cheekbones, it's beautiful in its own way. It's exactly made for exactly as you as an individual. Because you're not emotional about it, you feel you are criticizing yourself so much at a level that you feel कि by doing affirmations मैं थोड़ी ना ऐश्वर्या राय बन जाऊंगी या थोड़ी ना सुशीला सेन बन जाऊंगी. You need to acknowledge yourself. You have to accept yourself as you are. So there was one of the interviews of Shabana Azmi many years back. I had seen this, and she was talking in her interview that I was very good in acting.
People who don't know Shabana Azmi, she's an Indian actress.
Okay,
and
sorry. Thank you.
Sarita is talking about the Indian actress, and even Aishwarya Rai was considered as one of the most beautiful ladies across the world.
Right. Thank you, Anu. So Shabana Azmi had once in an interview said that I was not going and acting very frequently because I was ashamed of myself, and I would never used to smile on the stage when I used to do acting. So whenever a role of a smile used to come in front of me, I used to just shut my mouth and smile. So she used to not show her teeth. Now, why she used to not show her teeth? One of the reason was she had a rabbit style teeth. She had a buck teeth. So some thing was there which she was very much ashamed of, and she was not showing that teeth, and smiling at the fullest. Though she was feeling very happy, but because she was very conscious of what the world will say to them, that's the reason she was not, smiling so easily. So even a person like, the celebrities who are going through, they do have this thing. And when she started accepting her as how she was, she got accepted everywhere in the film industry, and she is one of the national award winner as well. So it's all about accepting yourself as you are, and as you how you have been in this universe. Yeah. So what is it which makes the affirmations work? So how does it work? It works when you do regular practice, when you say, and you come in front of the mirror, and you say, wow, you're beautiful, you're so gorgeous, you are just an amazing being on this planet, and you are come in this planet to do such a wonderful things. And when you start saying that continuously, possibly first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, possibly the 100th time, you might not believe it. But the 101 time, your subconscious mind will start believing it. And actually, when you will start seeing the mirror 101th time, you will start saying, wow, is it? My eyes were so beautiful. I never noticed that. And these cheeks are looking so rosy. They are so amazing. And this is what I'm looking forward to. So regular practice is one of the key ingredient for affirmations to work on yourself. So it's like fake it till you make it. So fake it, it's ये अपने आप को दिलासा देने के लिए. You're not faking it, but you're just faking it for your own self. हाँ चलो मिरर में देख के कर लेते हैं. I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. After some time, actually that becomes a reality for us.
Could it be that?
So that's one point for this.
Could it be that
Yeah,
we heard so many times from other people that we are not beautiful, that if
yes,
100th time we say to ourselves, we are also negating what others have told us?
yes, very much true. So what happens is we are judging ourselves so much that, and we start buying from other people's talks what they have been telling us. So since childhood, yesterday Saraswati and Aditi, they were talking about this particular thing. Saraswati talked that in childhood some things have happened, and that becomes the talk for the lifetime. And yes, unless you are not aware of it, you don't change that way of thinking process. But once you are aware that this is what you're doing to yourself, the things start changing for you. Another second thing which works, affirmations works, the second thing is your willingness. Your willingness is the most important ingredient that you really want that affirmations to work for you. Affirmations, I would like to tell a small story over here, which just happened last week. A success story on affirmation. Many people must be surprised. I was surprised myself that result can be so quick. So one of my good friend, she one day she developed some pain in her abdomen, and she went to a doctor, and doctor suggested some sonography for her, and the pain came out to be a kidney stone challenge. And she had in one kidney she had around 4 mm of stone, and one was around 1 centimeter, say thoda less thing, and less than 1 centimeter. So it was a big size of a stone, which and she had a terrible pain which she couldn't bear it. 2 days she tried drinking barley water and coconut water and whatever was required, and the medication was required. She did lots of healing on her own in a different ways. And on a third day she called me up. She calls me up and she says, oh, Sarita, can you give me some healing? So I asked her, what happened? What are you looking forward to? So is there any healing which can help me? That I have got a terrible pain in my abdomen. So Now, I just asked her a few questions, probed her a little bit, and something came up, and I talked about it that can you do a little bit of affirmations? Then I just opened up a Louis Hay book. There was a thing in that why you attract a kidney challenges or why you have kidney problems. It is related with 4 things: possibility of guilt, possibility of anger of inner childhood, possibility of shame, which you have done something and you're still shameful about, and one more right now I don't remember that. So there are 3 things right now which I remember, and this is when I said, okay, these are the things which book is telling me, so do you resonate with any of them? And she said, I resonate with all 3, and all 4 actually. And yeah, so self-criticism, 4th one was a self-criticism. So she was criticizing because she was not feeling good enough in her life. She's not capable of doing many things in her life. So that's what was happening. So yes, I'm shameful for what I did in my childhood, something she must have done, and she's feeling like that right now. She's anger on her parents and family members for some reason, and something was there. Everything she said me, I said okay, and then we went ahead. I said, can you do these affirmations for your a thing? So she said, yeah, I can do these affirmations, and I have doing one affirmation that everything will be okay. That was the affirmation which she was doing it because she was so diligent enough that she wants to come out of this pain. Her willingness to come out of that pain, that I don't want this thing. Then the next question I asked her, this is an access tool. Access consciousness is one of the modality. So I just asked her another question called, whom does this belong to? And I asked her 2-3 times, and the 4th time she said, oh yeah, I remember one of my friend was going through a kidney problem, and I was praying for him that uska sab pain mujhe aa jaye. Now what she did, she started attracting and started functioning from that person's and started taking that. And after when the pain came, she said, I don't want this pain. This pain is so damn terrible. I can't bear this pain. मुझे नहीं चाहिए, मुझे उसका भी नहीं चाहिए, किसी का भी नहीं चाहिए. I just want to get out of it. And the first sentence which I told her to say is, send it back to the universe with awareness attached. She did that multiple times. She did the affirmation multiple times. Now what she did was, which I'll be telling that in a later stage of the affirmation. She did whatever was told to her on affirmation. On the 6th day, on the 5th day, the pain vanished, and she called up doctor again, and the doctor said, I want you to take the sonography again. I don't want this stone to be traced somewhere else. Sometimes it goes somewhere else or moves somewhere else, and the pain dissipates. But we need to figure out where the stone is. So she went on the 6th day to do the sonography done, and bingo, no stone in both the kidneys, full clear, no track, no veins, nothing. Everything was, how she wanted it to be. Now, what happened from day 1 to day 6? From day 3 to day 6. In 3 days, she did the rigorous practice, rigorous things of whatever has to be done to get that stone out of her body. And she got the result. That was her willingness. And the 3rd point, which I would like to say, the 3rd thing is the determination. How diligent you are, how determined you are to get that thing done, and how determined you are to get the work done in a way you want to get it done. So this is the recent success story which from the affirmation, and that's the reason I chose this topic to on this platform. कि नहीं इस story के साथ तो बनता है. Affirmations really work. Affirmations have always worked for me in my life. What I am today and what I was 15 years back is much more different personality. I have gained everything, whether it's a good relationship, whether it's a wealth, it's a finance, or it's my everything with affirmations. So what I am today, it's all thanks to the affirmations. Okay, so coming back to 3 points of how does it work. So one is a regular practice. The second one is your willingness. The third is your determination, how diligent you are to do that. And use those affirmations on your own self. Now comes how to do affirmations. What are the ways and techniques what you can do it? There are multiple ways of doing that. And today I'll be showing few practical ways and easy and fun ways, so it's not very boring for you. So first thing, I would like you to, if you can, if all of you can just tell me, we'll do a small wheel of life, just a test for ourselves where you stand in your life. So I'm sharing a screen of a wheel of life of these 8 areas. So one moment. Okay. So can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So this is a wheel of life. I want you to roughly just analyze. If you have pen and paper, nothing like it, but you can just orally also do that. So what you have to do is you have to grade yourself where you stand in your life. So 1 being the lowest in the career front, and 10 being the best. You're very happy with the career, or same in the finance, or the personal growth, or the health, or the family, or the relationship. So a career means the career which you have chosen. Finance is the overall finance, your personal or the accumulative finance, how happy you are with that. Personal growth is how you are growing in your personal life, whether spiritual or you are taking care of yourself on a mental health level as well. Then comes the health, physically how fit you are. Then comes a 5th category called family. Family being the first family I say over here. That is, if you're married, then it comes to your spouse and the child or the children. And if you're not married, then your sister, siblings, and your parents. And the relationship will be the extended family, your uncle, aunt, or in-laws, or friends, family, that way. Then comes the social life, and then comes the attitude towards your life. So grade yourself and just write in the chat box, if possible for you, whichever comes lowest for you, whether it's a finance or whether it's a family or a relationship. Where is the lowest number which is there for you? You can write down in your chat box. I'm just reading that as well. It would be great if everybody participates.
Can everybody please be very kind and put it in the chat box? It doesn't take too long, and it doesn't take too long. So just start with your typing and putting it across. Share the area in which you feel your score is less. Put the score there. Put what it is about. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. That's the way to go, Shahina. We have so many more people on the group today. Yes, very nice. Now we are talking. Good job, guys.
Awesome.
Because if we don't write it here and we are hiding from ourselves where we are not okay, then we are not helping ourselves. The first step is to accept that something is wrong somewhere. And it's okay. That's how everyone is.
And it's just a number which we are giving. We are not discussing anything over here.
And just like she said, oh, I'm beautiful, and we sat down and said, no, we are not beautiful. That may be our perception of the whole story. That's not how other people may perceive us. Very good. I'm really proud of you guys. Come on, more of you.
Awesome.
Very good. Very good.
So career, family. Okay, I'm getting maximum is relationship and finance. Okay.
Sarita is sitting with people at home. It's been tough for people. They don't have a place to run to or run away from.
Yeah, I know. But it's
good. It's good.
It's a good experience.
How long are you going to keep running away from yourself?
Yeah, true. So thank you so much for participation. So if you if you're on your mobile, if you can click a snapshot of this, you can use this anytime.
So just for people on the Facebook, I will urge you guys to click the snap of what we have put over here, write down where you think you are lacking and put the number and just type it in. Or if you don't want to type it in, stay it in your head and understand this is where you are. Yeah?
Right, right.
Good job.
Awesome.
Good job, guys.
Okay. Okay, cool. Should I change the screen?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I'll show one more screen, how it looks when we are actually doing. So this is how it is. So for example, this was I removed from the Google actually, and according to this person, it's just to show samples. So according to this person, family and the finance are the lowest. Yeah, it's on the 4. So these are the 2 areas which the person needs to work on. These are the 2 areas where you see, you can't do affirmations from to have good results. You can't do from every area. So take one at a time, take baby steps, and you will see the results which are happening. So if you see here the finance and the family, that is the lowest according to this image. And that's how it is. If we want a balance in our life, everything should be 6 7 7 7 7. It is coming, the wheel goes, the wheel goes rotating, the life wheel goes rotating in a smoother way. We don't want a bumpy ride, right? So that's how this exercise works. This is to just gauge where you stand in your life, and from here you can decide from which area you want to work on. So today, for example, I will take 2 areas today so that it becomes easier. That is finance and the relationship. And before we go ahead, there's one more exercise which is from the Louis Hay book called Willingness to Change. Do you really want to change? That's one beautiful exercise by Louis Hay. If you have this book or you own this book called You Can Heal Your Life, it's on the chapter number 5, and you can check this exercise about the willingness to change exercise. So let's do it right now in front of you put your camera, you don't put your camera, it's your choice, but do it when the whole process is happening. So what you're going to say is, you say to yourself, you do not need to unmute yourself, just say to yourself, I am willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I am willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I am willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
Now what you do is, now touch your throat. The throat is an energy center in the body where the change takes place. And by touching it, you are acknowledging you are in the process of changing and see what's happening. Now you say, I am willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I'm really willing to change.
I'm really willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
I'm really willing to change.
I'm really willing to change.
I am willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
Thank you. I hope you have done this, with touching your throat. It really makes a lot of difference when you are touching your throat, which is your throat chakra, where you need to speak out and lots of emotions are stuck over here. So it makes a lot of difference. And the change, we don't change because we don't find a way, or we feel we are not good enough, or we should not change, or you feel that if I will change, people will not accept you. So stop judging yourself whether what people are going to accept you or not accept you. That's all. That just your assumptions. People will accept you as you are, but first you need to accept yourself. Once you start accepting yourself as you are, the whole world will absolutely has to accept you as you are. Whether it's a crooked nose, or whether it's a buck teeth, or whether it's no high cheekbones, or whether you have some scar on your face, no worries at all. Yeah. So of course, it takes time, but it's not difficult. So I would like to share one more story, though it was not written in my script, but when I said about the cheeks, I just remembered I was too much I used to get annoyed with my freckles. I have a freckles here on the cheekbone, and I used to really get upset with the freckles. I used to go to the Mac store and the makeup people, and to get that concealer, and I used to buy the concealer. So one day I went to a mall, and I just went in the store of Mac, and I went inside, and I said, I want a concealer. And she just said me, wow, you have beautiful freckles. I said, oh my God, ये freckle को छुपाने के लिए मुझे concealer चाहिए, and you're appreciating the same thing. That's awesome. Though I ended up buying a concealer because that was my intention to buy it. But from that day, the shift happened. And though it is a validation from outside source, the shift happened that I actually accepted my freckles as they are. Now I don't try to hide if I want to hide it. So if I hide it only when the makeup is done. Otherwise, that also is required in the process of makeup. Otherwise, I flaunt my freckles as they are, and I love them now because I got a validation from outside. Plus, I now started validating my own self. कि नहीं यार, सच में अच्छे दिख रहे हैं यार. Because the specs which you were wearing, which was dark, and now you change the specs of a different color, which is like, that's beautiful. You start seeing the things in a different way. So changing your color of your glasses also changes lots of stuff. Okay. So wonderful. I hope you all took this exercise of touching the throat and doing willingness to change. Sorry, I have, okay. So now when we come to affirmations on finance. So let's have some examples on affirmations. Okay, what kind of affirmations has to be made, and what is it which you need to add in your affirmations? The first thing, your affirmations has to be in a present mode. So present tense, yeah. So it's you are telling to yourself, it already exists. It's already there. You don't have to it has to be in a futuristic way. Ki, I want this, or I will be beautiful. That's not, it's I am beautiful. I have this particular thing, and that's how the whole thing works. So if I talk about finances, and if you have a pen and paper, if you really want to note it down, you can note it down. So first one I'm saying is, I am a money magnet.
Can everybody please mute them? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I am a money magnet that attracts opportunity with ease. Okay. The second one is, money comes quickly and easily to me. The third one, I earn more than enough money. The fourth, money loves me and is drawn to me. I hope I'm not fast. You can tell me to repeat, I will repeat. Making money is easy. So when you start saying these affirmations to your own self, sometimes you will feel, oh, is really making money so easy? The fourth one, okay. A fourth one is, money loves me and is drawn to me. So to not make it a little harder for you, you can add the word willing in the sentence. So for example, I'm willing to be a money magnet. So that shows that your willingness to do a thing or to get the result out of that becomes a thing. So I am willing to be a money magnet. I'm willing to earn more than enough money. I'm willing to accept that money loves me and is drawn to me. And I'm willing to accept Making money is absolutely easy. Okay. So the next which I'm going to say, I have just written 5 in both the categories right now. Another one is relationship. When we come to relationship, it is just an overall relationship. First, the relationship with your own self, and then the extended people or people around you. So the first one is, I am worthy of love and I deserve to receive love in abundance. I love myself and also those around me. I only attract healthy, loving relationship. I happily give and receive love each day. I attract loving and caring people in my life. I deserve to be loved. Awesome. So when we have written these affirmations, they are in a present tense and they are, a positive affirmations. There is no negative word inside. Yeah. So the sentence has to be positive. The sentence has to be in a present tense. And what you are going to do is how it works. Now the technique starts over here is, we do a 3-way method, that is visually, auditorily, and kinesthetically. Okay. So visually what we do is we take any post-its, we take any post-its, and we write the affirmation on it, and you can stick it on different areas. You can stick it on near your bedside, inside your cupboard, on the refrigerator. On refrigerator you can put a nice magnet on it, in your bathroom, wherever you want that to visually see, because many people are different kind of learners. They accept things in a different way. Some people are predominantly a visual learner, so visually if they see around things, it gets registered. So we have to register it to our subconscious mind. Okay, this is what it is. The second way is, what we do is, you are going to record these affirmations in your own voice, in a voice memo. Everybody is having a smartphone. Majority of them are having a smartphones with them, which has a voice memo option in that, where you can do a recording of your own voice and say these affirmations in that. Now, when you're recording that, there also has a option when you save the recording, and there's option also have an option of playing that recording in a loop. So you listen to that affirmations in a loop continuously, whether whenever you are in the kitchen, or you're sleeping, or you're doing exercise, or you're going for a walk, or you're just sitting at one place and just listening to it, however, whatever ways. So auditory is the second way. The third one is, you write down in the diary. There are lots of people who like the kinesthetic way of learning. So you start writing the affirmations. So what you do is, you write affirmations 5 times, 7 times, 11 times, 15 times, whatever the auspicious number you feel is right for you. There is nothing like a 7 bari karna hai, 21 bari karna hai. It's according to you, what you want it to be written as, and where you feel lighter when you are writing that thing. Writing affirmations really makes a lot of difference. I would really suggest you to write with pen and paper and not on your notepad or iPad. It has to be handwritten. When it is handwritten, it is directly connecting, your mind and body both are connecting to itself, and the results are more faster. This is a three-way process of doing writing down an affirmation. So fake it till you make it. I love this line. Whoever has discovered it, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Okay. There is one more way which I would like to share, which is a way of called as a water technique as well. And I will be putting my virtual background off now so that you can see the demo properly. So this is a water technique which Dr. Emoto says that he has done lots of studies, a 20 years study he has done, that water has a memory. So when water is chanted, and then he did some testing in the microscope. There's some different kind of a nice beautiful crystal which was seen when he did that microscope research, when he was doing that. So and when he also did a test with the water which was continuously was saying, I hate you, your water is bad, you're doing this, you're doing that, all the negative words were said in that water glass. Now it happened that when you check that water, the water had shown the black part, and the crystallization was not as beautiful as what it was in the positive sentences. So somewhere he did lots of research on that. He did research on rice also. So if you want to check about his work, you can just check Dr. Emoto. He has done lots of water research and the rice research, that positive things, positive talks creates lots of positivity in our life as well. So what the technique, what I'm going to share right now, you need a glass of, and what you need is, I have a post-it. I have written on this, can you all see that? So I've written, I'm a money magnet. And another one is, I am worthy of love and I deserve to love, receive. I deserve to love and receive love in abundance. This is how I had written. These are the same sentences which you have put it across. So I'm removing the post-it and I'm putting it on the glass. Yeah. I'm a money magnet, it is on the glass. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pour the water in this. So in our Indian culture, there are lots of, especially in Hindu culture, there is some puja or some ritual happens where some mantras are chanted, and we are supposed to drink that water for purification. And we are given that small spoon of water to purify our own self. And that's how it is. It's actually one of our culture, since ancestors, people have been doing that. So that water is actually to be consumed. It's a small piece, but with chanted and chants and everything, you start consuming that water. You are doing that puja, and you are doing that, the prayer ritual or the religious ritual. You drink that water and you feel purified, and you do the whole process. So it's one of our Indian culture as well, when we do that. In Jainism also, we chant few sutras, and when somebody is ill, one of the mantras are Vasagaharam, and they use the last finger, which is not been used too much. So they put the finger in the water, and the mantras are chanted 27 times, and that water has been given to the person who is ailing, and that really works and gives phenomenal results to that. So water does have a memory, and Dr. Emoto has done a scientific research on that. So somewhere this really works. I have come out of lots of illness by using this technique. So I will talk about it in some time, that what was I going through or in my time when and how I did it. So this is how it is. What you're going to do is, you're going to hold this glass with both your hands, and you're going to say, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. You have to be a little verbal about it, so that it has been, it's been recorded in the water. So water has memory, and you say that how much ever time you want to say, whenever you feel little lighter, and you just drink that water. And I'm a money magnet is one of the uh, chanting which I had done when I was going through a financial crunch around 15 years back. 15 years back, and I really came out of that particular challenge which I was having. Uh, Talking about the illness part, I have been drinking the chanting water, whether it's just an affirmations or whether it's the chants which were for to heal. So Uvasagaram is one of the chants which I used to say, which were also an affirmative things to to heal you when I was going through a illness. So I went through the kidney challenges 10 years back. I lost my kidney 10 years back, and because of some fat lump in my kidney. And that's how I came out of it in a very faster way. I relieved myself in a faster way. Then came another health ailment which I had, which was the lung infection, which was last year. That was in 2016-17, which was very, very chronic. My doctors had said that Sarita, I am very surprised, but this tuberculosis and this lung infection, these medicines are not working on your body, and I don't know how to help you out because these medicines are not working on your body. And that's where I denied that come May what, I will come out of it with your medicines or with any other medicine. So I was taking the medicines which were there. I was doing the affirmations. I did whatever has to be done to be required. So I will not say the whole goodwill goes to the affirmations, but yes, affirmations was one of the part of it. Lots of other modalities were used, and everything helped me to bring me out of the challenge which I was going through. The challenge was around, doctors told me that around 9-10 months you have to you are not supposed to move out, and you have to wear a mask because 1.5 lungs were already damaged and infected. And it was a surprise to doctor also that in 4.5 months my lungs got cleared, and there was no what we say, they couldn't see anything which was viral or something in the x-ray. And they were surprised, though I finished my course for 9 months, which has to be done. So yes, I believe in affirmations, and affirmations are beautiful. Affirmations work in a very beautiful way. Willingness and the determination and reality to change, the willingness to change will bring the change, and the and allow the affirmations to work on you. There's one more technique which I would like to share, and for that again I'll be sharing the screen. So this can be used for kids if you want some affirmations for your kids to be done. So this is called a lazy 8, and lazy 8 denotes our right brain and the left brain when done in a direction which you can see it on the screen. So you see the start and then the arrow which goes in one direction, and the other direction you move your finger that particular direction. So when you are saying this particular, you're doing this style of affirmation, what you say is, so I'll be doing one example with you. So I start with the, start from the center, and I say, I am a money magnet that attracts opportunity with ease. So my affirmations gets end at the last green arrow, which is at the corner. So it starts from the start, and I hope you're getting it. I can't show you any other way.
Do you start writing on it, or do you start saying?
No, you just move your finger on it. You just move your finger on it, and you say
you draw the lazy 8 and you move your finger and affirm along with it, right?
Yes, affirm along with it. So you say, I'm a money magnet that attracts opportunity with ease, or I'm worthy of love and deserve to receive love in abundance. So that's how this is the 3 techniques which you can try. And these are amazing way of doing this. Kids love it a lot. I use a lot with kids when they want something to be done, and then they create their own affirmations with their what they want in their life, and they deserve what they feel, because they feel that they deserve everything. And oops, sorry. They deserve everything. So they are so very
ये वाला finger से
innocent.
ऊपर कर इधर से आ जाओ 10 मिनट do like this. Your finger should not be like.
You've got muted. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, so kids love this particular movement, or you can draw it with your with the pen and chalk and on the wall, or do it in the air as well. That also works beautiful with this thing. So these 3 techniques are there, which I really have been practicing since many years, and it is totally amazing. It gives fantastic results. And when results are there, you would like to share, and you share your experience with people. So more people do it, and more people do it. So share your experience, teach someone, and take it ahead. So thank you so much. This is the end of my talk on affirmations. And before we end the affirmation, I would also like to take through 2 exercises again. And so just we will play a small game, if you all are okay with it. And if you can keep your camera on, if you can keep the camera on,
guys, everybody put on your cameras, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so here comes. हमने ये बहुत स्कूल में खेला होगा या बच्चों के साथ खेला होगा. If any of you are
we've played this a lot in the school
or something,
and
at played home. This.
Yeah.
So this is called Simon Says. And today I'm the Simon over here. So I'll say, Simon says, clap your hands.
Okay. Simon says, clap your hands.
Simon says, tap your head.
He says, tap your head.
Simon says, give high five.
Simon says, give high five.
Simon says, pull your ears.
Simon says, pull your ears.
And Simon says, touch your nose.
Simon says, touch your nose.
Now we repeat again. Simon says, touch your beautiful hair.
Simon says, touch your beautiful hair.
Simon says, touch your beautiful forehead.
Simon says, touch your beautiful forehead.
Simon says, touch your beautiful nose.
Simon says, touch your beautiful nose.
And Simon says, touch your beautiful ears.
Simon says, touch your beautiful ears.
And Simon says, touch your beautiful body. Oops.
Touch your beautiful body. Simon says, touch your beautiful body.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you. One more game. And this is about making silly face. So I believe that fun is way of life. And I also believe you don't have to show your maturity by being an adult everywhere. You can show your maturity by being a child as well. So you have to make a silly face. Now, what silly face you're going to make, it's your choice. So I'm going to make a silly face like now. Just have fun with your body. And yeah, love this. Awesome. Awesome. I love this, Dr. Archana. So this is the way how I bring smile on people's face, and I bring smile on my face first. So thank you so much. You are a great audience. I love you all. And any questions, if you have, you can shoot up right now. I'm on for Q&A.
Okay, so before we go into questions, a few additional information. So when Sarita was talking about kidney, for all of you who know a little bit about meta, I would love to give you a little bit more on that. So break down the word kidney. Come on, guys. You can break down the word kidney. All of you do it. Break down the word kidney. In next 2 minutes, Aditi. Aarti and Aditi, are you ready? In next 5 minutes? We're going to have a sound session right now for all of you. A surprise sound session. Yes.
Wow.
So if you've broken down the word kidney, it's the kid and nay.
Kid and the nay.
Kid and the nay. Kid, nay means I'm not a kid anymore.
Yep.
I don't feel like a kid anymore. Too many responsibilities on me. I don't feel like a kid anymore. If you look at the word kid, it's got the ID in it. My identity has changed from being a kid to an adult. And I don't feel, and what is the difference between a kid and an adult? When you're a kid, you can demand people to come and love you. You can demand people, you feel entitled. You just go home and say, Mom, I'm not feeling okay, I'm going to sleep. You clean. I cannot do it. You have someone who you can fall back on. As an adult, we support people rather than falling back on people. So that essential element support is missing, which causes the kidney issues. Second thing, kidney stones. She mentioned kidney stones. What are kidney stones about other than just guilt and everything else? Criticism, guilt, you mentioned two more. Anger against the family member.
Shame.
And shame. Let's put a little
shame
bit more over
and anger,
there.
yeah.
Yes, let's put a little bit more over there. Kidney is actually creating stones so that you can create a boundary. A boundary between you and someone else. The stone is actually creating a boundary. When you cannot create that boundary, there is a boundary getting created by your kidney. And your kidney is saying, hey, you know what? I'll build that boundary for you. I'll build that house for you. I'll build that structure for you. So there could be property measures, property issues going on. There could be boundaries that have got violated because of which you're feeling shame. There could be that you violated boundary issues, so you felt guilty. There could be that your family members violated you, and so you have this anger against the family members. So now that guilt, that shame, and your relationship with the family members becomes even more, how do you say, detailed. So you can work with your affirmations even more in detail. Just wanted to get that. When Sarita was talking, I said I was making my mental notes and saying, must tell you guys about this. And it just felt right. And so I butted myself here. Now, questions, guys, questions. And then we are going to have Aarti and Aditi today doing the sound. I'm going to sit back and hear the sound. I desperately need to be on the receiving end. I've given a lot, right? So I need to be on the receiving end. And if I don't, then I'm not balancing the energies. So right now, that's also the process going on. Can you please put up your hand so that I can ask you a question? Yes, Nutan, go ahead.
Thank you, Anu. Sarita ji, it was wonderful to practice, and the way you were saying with that confidence and faith in the sentence was really amazing. Was getting my confidence back in the affirmations, because one of my mentor he said that affirmations are making us full, like we use affirmations to make ourselves full. So that somewhere detached me from believing in affirmations. So I would like to have your view on this, so that I can get back again to the affirmations, and because I love the way you shared it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anybody has any other doubt or question, or do they?
There's a question, Sarita ji, for you.
Sorry. Can I continue?
Okay. Is it in a?
Go ahead. Please go ahead, Archana.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Sarita, just one small thing. Affirmations understood. Bake it till you make it. Understood.
Fake it till you make it, not bake it. Fake it.
Fake it.
Yeah. Okay.
Fake it.
Fake it.
Okay.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. All right. And there is no limit. When you tell somebody to do affirmations, there is no limit. Band kar do, shuru kar do, kuch nahi. Just do it.
No, just do it. Go with the knowing what you feel lighter about. So go with the thinking, okay, I want to do 5 affirmations only right now, and do the chanting, whether you want 5 times or 100 times or whole night. And I actually missed out on sharing that she recorded, she wrote, and she put a new, on the visual thing. She used all the three ways. I'm talking about the friend of mine who went through a kidney stone, and she did all the three ways. Every night she used put the on loop the Louis Hay affirmations, whatever, and she used to listen that affirmations continuously on her loop. And she was also, while cooking, while doing anything, whatever that time, she was listening to her own voice. So that made her work and believe in particular whatever thing she wanted to come out of it, and it worked very well. So it's not that to do only 5 times or 10 times or 15 times. It's up till when you feel you want to do, and you want to get the results out of it. So yes, it definitely works.
Okay, I think I'd like to say this to Nutan. Nutan, anything, nobody can make you believe or disbelieve. It's not what works more than anything else is your intention. And how it works for different people is differently. Your teacher's experience would have been the way he or she said it. That was their experience. Sarita's experience is different. And we create different experiences with same people. Like the same people, our daughter-in-law becomes the daughter-in-law, and the same girl is the daughter. But the experience that the parents have with her and the mother-in-law has with her is entirely different. It's not then the person, it's how we relate to the whole story. So if you feel that affirmations have to work for you, you have to first clear up your limiting belief that it will not work for you. Because it's not the affirmation alone that works, like she said, it is your intention and your want and willingness to change. If you are stuck in the first thing that this doesn't work and that will work, and you need a validation right there, then nothing is going to work. And I would also say this, your teachers are also human beings and they have their experiences. Do not pick up the learnings from them. Do not pick up their experiences without their learnings. Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Any other question, guys? Okay.
Thank you so much. You are awesome.
Thank you so much, Sarita. I think some of your techniques were brilliant. They were very simple and something that's doable, like the glass of water, very doable. Something like making a lazy 8, and just for people to know the EFT technique, when we tap here,
yes,
you look down and move our eyes clockwise and anti-clockwise. That's nothing but making a lazy 8 and balancing your brain again. You can also do the balancing of the 8 by just like how Sarita said, doing
in the air.
And if you realize, Sumita had done a whole program on the brain gym where she did teach us about lazy 8. These are integration of various techniques into one story. And the more you integrate, the more you realize there is nothing separate. Guys, there's nothing separate. It's all part of the same story. Okay. What I'm going to say right now is, Sarita, I think what was really, really effective in your story was that you took time to explain to people what really affirmations are, how to go about it. I've written quite a bit on your behalf on the Facebook, so people get it. And if you feel there is something that needed to be added there, you can go on my Facebook and please add over there whatever material you need to add over there. So big thank you to you, and it was worth a wait. I don't think it would have done justice if I had clubbed all 3 of you together. So this was the best that it had to happen like this. Thank you. Do you want to say something before we call the next speakers?
No, I'm very much thankful to you, and thank you so much. You all were amazing. And Anu, thank you so much for this great opportunity. You had to, plan a different day. You was planning to stop yesterday, but you did it for me. So thank you so much for that. And cool.
I did it
I
for
was
everyone. I did it for everyone, and I realized that I don't control this forum. It controls by itself. It's growing by itself. It has its own life.
right.
Thank you so much for being so patient.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now over to